Ooh. Hi, I'm Master Lukey. This is my Life Food Certified Kitchen. Cha-ching. So I had a mild traumatic brain injury from Ultimate Fighting, and I became certified by Dr. David Jubb with this certification. I used a lot of weed for my brain injury, and as an athlete I can't smoke Halandos, but to get the medical benefits, Richard, how are you? This is my what do you call it? Marijuana cookies that I made the other night. Am I high? I wouldn't say high. I feel good. What do you mean? Am I high? Like, I don't smoke, so I don't get high. I take a microdose. I take a microdose for anxiety and depression. I don't get high, man. I'm not smoking bong rips. This is science. If you can see, each cookie cut into 4. Can you see the cuts? The only thing is the texture, they're kind of soft. So I'm going to lightly toast them. First I'm going to imprint with my knife where the sections of the slices are. So I'm not going to cut it all the way through. I'm just going to make a line. So this is going to be stay on, bake, and we'll do, I guess, what, 400, 300? What is toasting? What is a toast right here? Toast setting. Toast setting. Timer toast. Okay, so okay, this looks like maybe it's 8 minutes to toast. So let me cut one. You know what, this is actually pretty, it could be a little, just a tiny bit crispier. And I'm not going to cut all the way through, I'm just going to kind of imprint. Halfway through at the most. Alright, so I put it on the first toast thing. Let's see how that goes. Alright, next. Hold on. You can get high by ingesting. That's true. Do you agree that training in high altitudes is beneficial for cardiovascular development? Yes. What's the haps, Matt? I'm about to make life colloid into black gold. This is the life colloid. It's a pristine soil from the Pacific Northwest of the United States of America, untouched by human hands for over 10,000 years. I would consider you more of a druggist, Londos. A doctor is a person who teaches people how to heal themselves. I would consider you more of a druggist, no offense. Not me, though. I do all natural, and this is a food. This is a whole food vitamin mineral complex. The elements that you think you're getting from your food is in the soil, and much more. Much more. Because it doesn't have to specialize. When this stuff grows into a plant, it's changed. This is the very base level of healthy existence. It can become anything. It seeds the intestinal tract, and then you now have these healthy bacteria which creates all your nutrition. If you look up the movie Kiss the Ground, Doctor of War, is that a thing? I know you could be a mad scientist. You're a doctor of war? I'm a doctor of fighting. Wars can be won. Wars can be lost, Londos. But I will never quit. And the fight will never die inside me. So therefore, you have no hope. You have no hope against me, Londos. How do you buy soil like that? I get it from lifefood.com. It's a full spectrum probiotic, Matt. Yo, this stuff smells like it's burning already. Hold on, let me turn this off. It looks like it's burning. Let me just leave that. Like here's a little bubble. What was that, 5 minutes? Not even, right? Toast for 5 minutes. I don't want it to get burnt. Maybe I should just bake it. I'm going to 350. And that's it. We'll just leave it at 350. Maybe toasting is too much. Have you ever considered making a channel exclusively for recipes? Why don't you do it, FB? You asking me to do everything? Come on, man. You do something. Where's your fucking channel? Huh? Telling me to do everything. Why don't you do something? Make a channel, man. Master Lukey recipes. You probably won't even make them, bro. I know the secrets. I discovered my town is 5,100 feet in altitude. I'm kind of stoked about it. Yeah, bro. You're going to have fucking special powers when you go down to sea level. When you're going down to sea level, you're going to be like a Superman. Never tired. Energy for days. Happy. Feeling strong. It's crazy. It's like super serum. Oxygen. Lance Armstrong. EPO. Natural though. Alright, so half of this is going to be for my girlfriend. Because she probably... I don't know, I'll give her some of what I'm making now. To see if she would eat it like that. Because you can take it by itself. But I think this is a more palatable way that I'm making it. Where's FB? I'll give you the footage, man. I'll give you the footage from this channel. That's what I'm saying. Make a new channel with this footage from this channel. Why I gotta do it? You do it. It's your idea. Then you could upload yourself doing the recipes, so I believe you. Otherwise, you're bullshitting me, man. You're one of those guys that comes into the gym and says, I want to be a fucking champion. You're asking the wrong questions, bro. You don't come in the gym looking to be a champion. You got to improve yourself. It's a battle. You become obsessed with winning. That's not what martial arts is. Martial arts is fighting when you're not winning. Fighting from the depths, FB. This is your lesson for the day. I challenge you! Challenge you to make a channel, Master Luki Recipes. This is a quarter cup. It's a quarter cup of, let's see here. There you go, quarter cup of coconut. And you know what, I want to stretch this recipe, so I'm actually going to do a full half a cup. This is coconut oil, guys. This is one of the fats that I use to rebuild my brain. Pumpkin, coconut, and olive were the major ones. The best ones for your brain, guys. Coconut is up there. Can heal Alzheimer's. Or help somebody heal themselves from Alzheimer's. Coconutty. A couple of things you want to look for. I'll tell you why I got this one. It says, this is the brand I got. Organic, that's important. Virgin, I don't know if they make extra virgin, but it says cold press unrefined. The selling point for me was, for this one, the price. And there was one other thing. I think the organic was the major thing, but ingredients, organic, virgin coconut oil. There's one actually that's a little better that you can buy in the store. It's centrifuge spun, but that's about as close as you can get for a good deal. It was $10 for this. We got it at Wild by Nature, $10. Okay, so we got half of the package of live colloid. We got half a cup of coconut butter, and then we're gonna do some coconut sugar. How much sugar should I do? I don't want it to taste too good, then I'll like eat a lot of it. Not a bad thing, but trying to like train myself to eat less, and then fasting starts tomorrow. Maybe if I stretch it, yeah, I'll stretch it and I'll go a full cup. A full cup of coconut. I'm gonna stretch it real far. Because I know it's gonna taste so good that I'm gonna eat a lot of it. And then the live colloid is not cheap. You know, it's a big what do you call it? A big serving size, that's what I meant. You get a lot for what you pay for, but it's still close to $100. I think it's 80. I get a discount. I get 25% off. Okay, it looks toasted. Let's take a look here. What do you think? Let's compare them. Oh wow. When you compare them, it's a huge difference. Ooh. And here's one that's, look at the color change. Wow. Let me do one more. Ooh. That wasn't exactly it. Exactly exact. Put these in too, because they're already cut. This. Ooh, hot stuff. Alright, let's see, guys. What advice would you give me if I want to gain muscle and train cardio at the same time? Isn't it a bit counterintuitive to focus on mass training and cardio development at the same time? Okay. What are you training for, bro? Is it sport-specific training? You're asking two different questions here. You want mass gaining for what? Are you doing bodybuilding or are you doing MMA fighting? If you're doing MMA fighting, you actually want to be not big. You want to be strong, but that doesn't mean big. You understand what I'm saying? MMA, yeah. Okay. So what you want to do is do sport-specific training, bro. Don't think in terms of building muscle. You're asking the wrong question. You're not a bodybuilder. Certain calisthenics channels you might look up. Look up the calisthenics guys. They do a shitload of pull-ups, push-ups, muscle-ups, squats. Super duper skinny. Isn't that a problem for weight cutting? I'm not exactly sure. Let me see and think of what you're actually asking me. So you're saying that when you cut weight, you're going to be dehydrated because you don't have muscle and the water is going to come out of your, organs and brain? Is that what you're saying? I mean, you just started. You're already thinking of cutting weight, bro? Honestly. How soon do you think you're going to fight? No offense, man. I'm sure you got the iron will. But there's a certain amount of skill development that has to take place. And it's not something that you just can think about. You need thousands of repetitions, man. Thousands of repetitions. Do you understand what 1,000 is? You can't even barely do 1,000 in 6 months if you train every day. I'm talking about fighting. Not just throwing punches on a heavy bag. You can throw 1,000 punches, yes, you can get a good punch. But nobody's just gonna let you walk up and punch them. They're gonna try to take you down. They're gonna punch you. So sport-specific exercises, bro. The thing that I'm up to is pull-ups. That's my major strength exercise that I have to do. Pull-ups and then weighted pull-ups. I'm not up to the weighted pull-ups yet, but that's the next strength progression, bro. Just think about fighting like if you could do a bunch of pull-ups, you'd be a good grappler. You understand? Okay. Okay, so are you saying that you're not gonna have a disadvantage? You're just gonna steamroll everybody. You're never gonna come up against somebody who's bigger than you, better than you, hits harder than you, they're a better grappler, they're faster. You're just gonna be the best. Well, what's the point of fighting then? The point of fighting is just to beat up on people? Should have known. Typical. Just wait till you're the one who's getting beat up, and then see how you like fighting. How about that? You should try to, in terms of fighting, bro, what really matters is how tired you get, how quickly you get tired, and how you can fight even when you're tired. You're not just going to be the strongest person and just beat everybody up. Now, look, okay, so it's a fight. You want to actually win. But what if you're fighting somebody and they're muscular and you're skinny, okay? So what do you have to watch out for? You have to watch out for starting too slow. So if that's what you're worried about, I would do sprint training, and then like I said, with the strength training, pull-ups. If somebody's trying to steamroll you and you can grab them and you can hold them, all right, because you're learning jiu-jitsu, right? So you're going to use that. If they try to steamroll you and they just start going crazy, you know, trying to get you, you grab them and you use jiu-jitsu defensively. Okay, that's the strategy tip. So you got your conditioning tip and your strategy tip. Your conditioning tip is sprinting and pull-ups. Okay, I'm giving you a simple, it's not everything. It's like a good jab and a good cross. This is your basis. You need to be able to sprint hard for 45 seconds. And you need to be able to do a lot of pull-ups, okay? And that's just it. And then jiu-jitsu, man. Because you're going to have the striking advantage as the taller person. You always hit them first. If you're skinny in a weight class, you're going to be tall. Does that make sense? Like if I made it to 155, I would have been big for the weight class. I was 170 though, so I was just average and skinny. I got a question for you. Who won UFC #1? Without looking it up. Without looking it up, tell me off the top of your head, who do you think won UFC #1? Don't cheat. Be honorable and don't look it up. Alright, I'm putting a half a cup of sugar in each one of these because I wanted the whole recipe to be 1 cup. I split it up into half. So we got a half a pack of life colloid. We got a full cup of coconut sugar and a full cup of coconut oil or coconut butter. freaking on. Oh, now they got bubbles. Damn it! I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let me see this cool down. I want to see how it is. Oh, bubbles, look. Let's see if it makes a sound when I crack it. Here's a speaker. Here, let me see. Nope. Amazing. Amazing. It just tastes good as a cookie. Forget the weed. It just tastes good. Oh, you said Scott Ferozzo on those? Yeah. He would have won. That's why he wasn't in UFC 1. He probably would have beat Royce Gracie. He's so big, he knew a little wrestling. But Dan Henderson, Dan Severn didn't. He got triangle choked. Now the best way to do this, now that I'm thinking about it, probably would be to blend it. I'm getting a little crystals in there. It's no big deal. It's supposed to melt in your mouth, so it's fine. I mean, you're supposed to salivate over it. All these medications and vitamins and things that people take orally, and they just pop in pills and stuff like that, and taking shots of juice and stuff like that. That's not medicine. You have to eat your medicine like a food. And that's it. The food is the medicine. So this is a whole food vitamin mineral complex. According to David Jubb, the most powerful super vitalizer. Let's see if I change on camera from having it the first time in a few years. The coconut and the sugar is supposed to make it palatable, but that's too good. Good thing I spread it. The flavor is very coconutty. So this is going to be a serving size of a quarter cup. What I just ate, that was left in this container was about a quarter cup of that mixture I just made. So just keep that in mind. Another recipe that I'm working with is a vanilla ice. I can't make it now because I actually ran out of ice. Oh, and then I'm also going to drain these buckwheat groats. So stay tuned for that, and then I'll do the news. Going back to half-hour news broadcast, guys, because I gotta start taking my training more seriously without any breaks. I've been doing like a few days in a row, and then the weekend comes around and I eat, and then like it takes me days to recover from eating. So I'm gonna start fasting through this weekend. This weekend coming up, I'm gonna go straight through. So I'm starting fasting tomorrow. I'm not gonna stop on Friday or whatever. I think the life colloid that I just took, the black gold, will help by seeding my intestinal tract, giving me the healthy microorganisms that I need. You know, and then I'll feel good. I won't be as hungry because I'll just be feeling good in myself. think I'm supposed to rinse it again. So I'm just gonna pull one corner of the milk bag to kind of make it into a cone shape here. And then it's easy to take this water and rinse it. Okay, now I need a strainer. That's all she wrote. Okay. Oh. What happened? My TV's turned off. Where's the remote? Here we go. Ribbit. All right. What can I get? Oh, I see. Shit. Alright. Now, one more thing. Okay. This is not going to age well. You know what? Let's see. This did not age well. Khabib's manager makes a surprising claim. Ali Abdelaziz says Kamaru Usman is the greatest fighter he has ever been associated with. That could still be true. But does that mean he thinks that Kamaru Usman would beat Khabib? Does he mean greatest fighter as in skill wise? Let's see. Okay, he says he manages several dominant UFC champions, but one of them stands above the rest. Kamaru Usman. Okay. It's very hard, man, says Abdelaziz when probed by TMZ as to his all-time best client is. You're talking about Henry Cejudo, 2-division champion, defended 2 weight divisions, right? Khabib, undefeated, never lost, barely lost a round. But when you talk about Kamaru, for me, Kamaru at welterweight, one of the hardest divisions in the UFC, he's beating these guys and he's sticking around. He's 35, sticking around. You could say Khabib a little bit retired early. You can say Henry retired a little bit early, right? Abdelaziz explained. Right now it's tough, man. I love all of them. Everybody knows how close I am to Khabib and how I love them. I love Kamaru too, but right now the way Kamaru's doing it, I don't think anybody's doing it the way Kamaru is doing it, and he's willing to go up to light heavyweight and do a 2-division champion and skip a weight division. What? You have to give it to Kamaru right now. Wherever he is at with his career, it's Kamaru. Okay. Now, I didn't know all that about the jumping up 2 weight classes. I think this man has done too many steroids and his ego is enhanced. Dr. Brown organic toothpaste. I need new toothpaste. Did you get it? Oh, it was the answer was Hoist Gracie. Check out Dr. Brown organic toothpaste when you get a chance. I will. Hoist Gracie. You screamed at a surprise. Yeah, I actually was rubbing my eyes. I missed it. I was watching the fight with my brother and I was like, getting ready for bed. All of a sudden he's out. I didn't know he was trying to jump up a weight class, so jump up 2 weight classes, my bad. I think he did too many steroids, man, to be honest. You can't go around thinking that you're special. Martial arts is not like some chosen one mystical well, martial arts could be like that, but the UFC is not. There's no like, oh yeah, it's my destiny to be undefeated UFC champion. I mean, really, this is like more like math. It's more like you're lucky if you don't get injured. You know, the odds are that you're gonna get injured and eventually get knocked out cold. How's that? He doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Kamaru deserves. It's not like a moral thing. I'm just saying, if you think you're gonna go up 2 weight classes because you're just more of a better fighter than everybody else, really? You know something that nobody else. You have something that nobody else has, and you're special, and that's why you're the champion. I mean, that's delusional. Sorry, we're animals. This is science. It's not like you're the chosen one to retire undefeated. You know, like Khabib. Khabib did retire early though. I challenge you, Khabib. Fight me in the League of Champions. Stop promoting brain injury to Muslims and your countrymen. Khabib, do this for Allah. The children of Allah. Don't do fighting for money. That's evil. Allah wishes that you do fighting to protect people. And if you don't agree with me, you think I'm saying something against your religion, fight me then. Fight me for the sake of Allah. Protect the honor if you think I'm not correct about what I'm saying. Anderson Silva is mystically unbeatable. Yeah. I'll fight you too. The spider. Haha. I know which mythical beast to conjure up to defeat the spider. Ha ha ha. It's the 4-armed werewolf. Oh, I'll get you. Get you, Rick. I looked up that fruit festival, by the way. It's an actual retreat. Excuse me. It's a retreat. It's not a festival. I can't just go up for the one day. It's people will be there all week. Did you know that? Have you ever been there? You can defeat him. I believe in you. Rocky Marciano, the day he retired was many years before my birthday, but it was on the same day, April 27th. It's a sign. Rocky Marciano retired, and so I could take the throne as the greatest Italian champion in combat sports. But not great because I'm a great fighter, but great because I came up with a great idea. Or it came to me. I'll just take the credit for it. I'm not expecting to be the greatest fighter in the League of Champions. I'm definitely going to try, and, you know, it would be cool. But, Londos, you're trying to get the greatest troll award. It's tough, man. The internet is undefeated. How much for a batch of strong cookies? All right, Galactus. Look, I will make cookies for you, but only under one circumstance. You have to tell me how much of a dose you mean by strong. Shrooms? You want shrooms? Bro, this is a complicated order you're putting together here, man. You got money? Weed and shrooms? Holy. Paulo Costa explains why he said fuck USADA at UFC 278 weigh-ins. Wow. Fuck USADA. They're trying to catch me doing steroids. I'm not doing it, I swear. The Brazilian put the United States Anti-Doping Agency on blast after being randomly drug tested while trying to make weight for his middleweight fight against Luke Rockhold at UFC 278. Despite being asked to submit a blood sample at 7 a.m. on the day of the weigh-ins, you can't do that. What kind of blood sample are we talking here? You can't be giving up blood before you go into battle, man. That's crazy. He still was able to make weight. Oh, maybe he's lying and they actually came in to give him an IV. He says, the guy went in my bedroom at 7 a.m. I was cutting weight to take my blood. Costa said after making weight. Fuck USADA. He's hiding it. Fuck the boss on USADA who sent their agents this morning at my sleep room at 6 a.m. to take my blood out. I was cutting weight, very dehydrated, and they took my blood. Fuck those guys. I've never been caught by USADA test. I don't need this fuck shit. Wow. Let's think about this for a second. 6 a.m. What are you doing at 6 a.m. cutting weight? Aren't you sleeping? I don't get it. 6 a.m. cutting weight. The only thing I can think of is that it's a conspiracy and the person who came in was actually giving him IV. I don't know. I think this might be some kind of backwards ass shit where he's trying to explain why he has needle marks. He might have needle marks in his arms from the rehydration or whatever. Who knows? The guy's definitely a pincushion. No offense. If you do steroids, man, I'm not judging you as a person. You're one of God's children and you deserve to be appreciated, you know, like cherished, not just shit on because you make a mistake. Lord knows I've made mistakes and I've also shit on people, so I'm kind of a hypocrite. But I'm doing my best if you do steroids, you know, I'll still fight you. That's the only thing. I'll fight anybody. If you cut weight and you make a weight class and you're on steroids, but you're still in the weight class, if we're the actual same weight, not if we both weigh in at 170 and then when you get to the fight you're 185. I'm saying if I walk into the cage with somebody who's 170 and he's on steroids and I'm not, I will take that fight. As long as we're the same weight. I don't think his muscle is going to be any stronger than mine. And if so, it won't be a savage beatdown like somebody who's bigger than me. There's no way. Kind of sus. Maybe he meant cutting weight as in he got woken up early when he was going to cut more weight before the weigh-ins. Ooh. Oh, I see. It was the morning of the weigh-ins. He had to wake up early to do the cut. I got you. That makes sense. Whatever, man. A fight's a fight. And the way I set up the rules, I'm not fighting anybody to the death. That's dumb. I'm not fighting anybody where, one of the side effects is injury on purpose. Like giving somebody a brain injury is one of the ways that you win doing ultimate fighting. So I think that's stupid. Now that I know what I know, fighting to give somebody a brain injury is stupid. Now jiu-jitsu I could see, but it has to be practiced safely. I'm not into ripping ligaments on purpose. Like when people get a heel hook and they crank it. In my league, you don't get more points for the tap out. You get more points the longer you hold it. That's called power hold. It's a bit of an explanation. People have to learn this stuff. Because the scoring that I have on my site, here. Alright, let's see. I'm going to give myself, because I'm Master Lukey, I'm going to give myself 69. And Biggie, I'm going to give him 60. Submit. Let me check on my phone. Check MasterLukey.com if you want. You can vote. That's why I really want to focus on jiu-jitsu, because I already have the striking base, boxing and taekwondo in my early teens. So my plan for MMA is to submit as much as I can. I see. You're gonna gently win an MMA fight. You're just gonna use jiu-jitsu when somebody's trying to kill you. Okay. I wish you luck, honestly. I think you're gonna. Sometimes the best defense is good offense. But definitely become a well-rounded fighter. What was I doing? MasterLukey.com. Here we go. Where you live again? Where do you live? Alright, for some reason now it's not working like I thought it was. It what's supposed to happen is when I use the scroll bar, when I use the slide bar, it's supposed to what do you call it? Show the number as you're moving. Oh, cool. We got some rankings here. 100 to 0. Okay. All those scores were phony. Guys, do me a favor, go on the site and wrestling, yeah, but the thing is, wrestling is like, you have to start with jiu-jitsu because you don't think that you're going to keep the fight standing. If you accept the fact that the fight is going to end up on the floor, you have to start there, because if you don't, you only do wrestling, then what happens if you end up on the floor? You don't know what to do. So if you start on the floor, you start with jiu-jitsu, you can get taken down. It's not the end of the fight. You still know how to fight on the ground. So the only difference would be, some people say start with the striking, some people say start with the grappling. But because the fight does start standing. So if you start in a standing position, you maybe start with the standing part, like you said, boxing, taekwondo. Then you got to learn what happens when somebody takes you down. So that's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Then maybe you want to be able to take somebody else down. If they're a better striker than you, then you have to learn wrestling. Londos, you can't say that, man. You think you're going to take everybody down, and you're not going to get taken down, man. If you don't have jiu-jitsu, that's it. You're game over. This is science, man. It's not having a good time. Ones and zeros, okay? The fight starts standing. Start with a striking arm. The other side of it, so if it starts standing, you start with a striking out. The other side of it is the worst case scenario when you're on the ground. So then you have to build your way back up. Lumdos, you're starting right in the middle with wrestling. First of all, you have to get past the striking, and then second of all, you don't have any answer for the groundwork. If you can't take somebody down and they get on top of you, like you get sprawled on, or if you do take them down and they jump to guard, or if you can't take them down and they take you down, you're starting in like, oh, okay, you're like saying, we're going to start to learn how to swim by jumping in the ocean. You want you to start on the shore, work your way in, come back in and out. Don't just drop yourself off and like sink or swim. Shoot wrestling, well, basically shoot wrestling is boxing and jiu-jitsu, man. Is that what you're talking about? Shoot wrestling? Boxing and jiu-jitsu, or is that kicking too? Shoot wrestling? I'm going to look this up. Shoot wrestling. Oh. I got you. Shoot wrestling is jiu-jitsu, man. Shoot wrestling is jiu-jitsu. You could say it's all jiu-jitsu because, as you know, it's the art of the samurai with no weapon. The only reason why you don't get the credit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Muay Thai or wrestling, these other combat sports, is because they have a comparable sparring regulation. You don't have a comparable sparring regulation in most jiu-jitsu schools, Japanese jiu-jitsu schools. For combat sports, I'm saying. I've yet to see a jiu-jitsu school doing sparring for MMA. Let me see. I know there's sport jiu-jitsu. I did that. Jiu-jitsu sparring for MMA. Let me actually bring this over here. It's better over here, right? Going by upload date. It's all shorts. Okay. Here we go. Samso Jiu-Jitsu sparring. Jiu-Jitsu kids sparring.
Back and today with the Juggernaut training system, we're training here at Somerset Based Martial Arts Academy in Somerset, Kentucky, at Ian Lawler's beautiful brand new training facility. Let's go on in and have a look.
Oh no head contact.
From my calves, small penetrations, I want that reaction. I'm gonna make my fist lateral now, and I'm gonna drive back up. So it's gonna be a straight linear kind of driving uppercut. Right? So jab, change level, hard uppercut, firing off my two. Now I can hit my knee tag and drive through.
Oh. Ew. Yeah, I don't know. That was not as cool as I thought it would be. Let's see. Staten Island Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Oh, this is where I was the other day. 2 weeks. Damn. Look at these guys doing head contact.
That's it.
Not while I was there.
Round and pound, guys, if you're on top.
Oh.
Finish it there, finish it there. That's it. Round and pound, guys, if you're on top. Finish it there, finish it there.
What? What do you mean, bro? Fuck!
That's it. Round and pound, guys, if you're on top. Finish it there, finish it there.
Where? I wanted to get some footage of the sword fighting.
Kickboxers ever come out of New York? Before UFC for years, he was on the UFC reality show. A fantastic fighter. I'm gonna let him run the class today. He's gonna run the team's class as well. He's got a lot of knowledge, very tough, strong, minded guy, very technical. So we're gonna show him the same respect that you show me guys, and really try to pay attention because he's very technical and he knows what he's doing. He's got a lot to offer. Okay? Thanks, Joe. Say hello to everybody.
You guys work here? We train by ourselves. We need each other.
Where's the sword fighting?
Just get out, straight out. Go quick. We're going to use this as a training tool. You still need a little space, so we're going to step nice and low.
No, that's the teens class. Hold on.
Step forward, you're on the right.
Here we go.
This line is called the collar line.
I gotta get some footage for my Instagram of the sword fighting. Ah! Good times, good times. BJJ. Any of the fighters from Tough? No. I think I still have their numbers though. Daria Dugina, daughter of Putin ally, killed in Moscow blast. Oh man. That sucks. The daughter of a close ally of Russia's President Vladimir Putin has been killed in a suspected car bombing. Oh gosh. It's thought her father, the Russian philosopher Alexander Dugin, who is known as Putin's brain, may have been the intended target of the attack. Oh shit! Mr. Dugin is a prominent ultra-nationalist ideologue who is believed to be close to the Russian president. What? Believed? Alright, here we go. Got him! Good times. Alexander Dugin had been at a festival near Moscow where the philosopher gave a lecture on Saturday evening. The Tradition Festival describes itself as a family event for art lovers which takes place at the Zakharovo estate where Russian poet Alexander Pushkin once stayed. The pair were due to leave the venue in the same car before Mr. Dugin reportedly made a decision at the last minute to travel separately. Oh shit. So there's different things that could have been, as far as the conspiracy goes. He could have sacrificed her. That's one. Of course, we're not going to go over the cover story, but it's either he sacrificed her to get something, or they were warning him that he, I don't know, needs to step down or something. I never believe in any of this stuff. Explosive device planted under the car, and the vehicle caught fire. Wow, same thing that happened to Anne Heche, right? Anne Heche, how do you say it? He took her out. He probably took her out himself, man. I don't know. Not that I would ever even consider something like that to anyone, let alone my own kids. But I'm just a really bad conspiracy theorist. He probably didn't, now that I think about it more and more, he probably didn't sacrifice her to get somewhere. But I just don't believe the story like, oh, they messed up. It might have been a sign. Or a fake. Could be a fake. She didn't actually die. She went into hiding. Dennis Rodman, I'm going to Russia to help free Brittany Griner. Weed, right? He said he's going to put his dictator diplomacy to good use soon in an attempt to free Brittany Griner, who's currently jailed in Russia. The ex-NBA star said he's planning on jetting off this week, and he got permission to head over there and help that girl in a would-be prisoner swap. I got permission to go to Russia to help that girl, Rodman told NBC News at a restaurant in D.C. I'm trying to go this week. I mean, you ever meet somebody that tall? That has influence. I think Dennis Rodman could be a good political leader, man. He's so big, he just influences people. You know, like Tony Robbins. He's huge. You think that'd be a good ending if Rodman gets her? Bet. I'm gonna rewind this. I am keeping these back to a half an hour, guys. Tonight was Sunday, so it was early, 8:30 to 9. Should have been. What is it? An hour, 9:30 already? Oh, jeez. Alright, well, I made some food. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, just connect with me if you need anything. Health-wise, recipe-wise, fitness, martial arts. Alright? You can hit me up offline and try to get back to you, but I appreciate you being here. Let's check real quick. I know I'm up. I don't know how far up, but the cold hard advice. Well, I mean, you gotta enjoy it, bro. You gotta enjoy the training. You know? Enjoy the journey. Don't think you're just gonna be one day happy with it. It's like fighting is literally being motivated to win. All when you don't see the ending, when you don't think you can win, when it seems like you're not winning. When it seems like you're not winning, or can you motivate yourself to dig deep and fight a bunch of kids in sword fighting with a foam pool noodle? Get 'em! Ah, ah, ah. I want a rematch. I'll get you next time. Over.